The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
Today, I got a tale that'll shake the very foundation of your understanding. Whether you stand by his side or cast him aside, one thing is certain, that American politics will never be same again. In this video, I will tell you how an outsider, devoid of any political degree, ascended to the pinnacle of power. On the way to the top, not only he managed to alter the American politics, but the very fabric of global landscape that now resonate far beyond the border of USA. You have to remember, politics is a game not about the policies, a game not about the benefit of people or their rights. It's the game of power, it's the game of control, it's the game of strategy, and it's game to understand the very basic principle of human nature. In order to master this game, you need to understand its core principle. Your battlefield, your political enemies, your strategies, their strategies, your strength, their strength, your weaknesses, their weaknesses. Trump not only has these strategies but mastered them. This is a secret behind Trump's rapid rise and the seismic shift in political landscape. So, what are these strategies that made Trump one of the most powerful person in the world? Let me tell you these strategies that you can use in your life as well. The strategy number 1, mastering the art of attention. This strategy is all about being noticed and staying in public's eye no matter the cost. You have to grab attention, whether positive or negative, and maintain relevance. If it is negative, this strategy will work even better because people are more interested in negative news. It creates excitement or drama in people's boring life. In modern history, I haven't seen anybody using this strategy better than Trump. There was not a single day in his 4-year presidency when he was not in the headline of the news. From making outrageous claims like global warming is a Chinese hoax to absolutely bold decisions like travel banning people from several Muslim countries. This strategy played an important factor in influencing people and controlling the narrative he wants to present to the world. When you are in the news every day, for whatever reasons, it is impossible for people not to care. It creates a division and a sharp line in people's opinion. Either they will absolutely adore you or they will absolutely despise you. No matter what people do, one thing is sure, that they cannot stop talking about you. This is exactly what you want. Be the star in the spotlight. Make people talk about you. Have them argued over your opinion. If you use this strategy carefully, you will have a cult-like following, which is exactly what Trump's second strategy is. Strategy number 2, creating a cult-like personality. If you haven't seen my last video, it is about how Taylor Swift managed to rise to the power using this as one of her strategies. If there is one thing common between Donald Trump and Taylor Swift, is their ability to understand their audience in much deeper level. They can tap into people's emotion, their fears, and their deep desires. In Taylor's case, it was her relatability that created a cult-like following, whereas Trump uses people's emotion and frustration to create this strategy. People around the world were frustrated with how politics was run, with how few handful elites decided what was best for billions of people. On the surface, politics was civil, decent exchange of opinions among politicians and their policies. After Trump arrived, he created this mask for the public as an outsider businessman who came from the people and for the people, who wanted to overhaul the American politics in its entirety. He created this persona at the perfect time when people were exhausted with the status quo and looking for a change. He took advantage of this power vacuum. He gave people a grand cause, a cause to follow, a cause to fight for, a cause to believe on. People didn't care what the cause was. They were desperate. They were desperate to follow on something, on anything. This created an emotional bond between the people and Trump. You can create this following in your life as well. Find an issue in your community that people care about. If there is none, create an issue, an artificial issue, and provide them with the solution on the issue that you created. Provide them with the sense of hope and change. Promise them the greatness and a dream of better future. Next thing, you will have people making sacrifices on the cause that you created. People will keep fighting even long after you are gone. Your name will be remembered for 1,000 years to come. The change of power doesn't come from peace. It comes from uncertainty and the chaos among people. And utilizing chaos is exactly Trump's third strategy. There is no political figure that opponents and the media are more scared of than the Trump. His unpredictability of what he might say or what he might do has not only kept opponents off balance but the entire country in its feet. We are creatures of habits and we need to see patterns in other people's action. This gives us a sense of control and help us prepare our next move based on that very pattern. Remove this predictability, remove this consistency, you will cause terror among people. People will spend hours, days, weeks trying to figure you out. You will be able to terrorize their mind and soul to the point that you will become their worst nightmare. He also knows the power of dividing people and making them fight with each other. The more time people spend fighting each other, arguing with each other, the less time they have to question you, your authenticity, and your influence. By the time they realize your authenticity, it will be too late. People will go extreme to defend you rather than admit their initial mistake. Despite criticisms and controversies, Trump's approach to politics has left a permanent mark in political landscape, reshaping public discourse and challenging established norms. His strategies, rooted in the understanding of power dynamics, human psychology, and art of war, offers valuable lessons to those seeking to navigate through the difficulties of politics and the power in the modern world. Understanding these timeless principles is essential for anyone. Even if you don't want power or influence, knowing this strategy will help you detect when other people use it on you. It's far better to equip with the knowledge than being a foolish ignorant.